Hello, hello. Good evening. I am Swabcraft, and today I am playing more Little Cup Pokemon Go. It is the Little Holiday Cup, so the rules are simple. Pokemon under 500 combat power, and evolved Pokemon are allowed. Smeargle is banned, sadly, and normal type, fire type, grass type, electric type, flying type, and ice type are allowed. I think that's all of them. And of course, Pokemon with secondary typings that have one of the base typings are allowed as well. And it mostly has ended up being a spam of Ducklet versus Ducklet counters. Anyways, to get into the matches, I'll begin now. And I do have to check something before I start. Let counters. Okay, my game audio is, or my stream audio is working perfectly. Always have to check that because that's the one continuous mistake I make. And I'll put on my music. Not Pokemon music, because I don't really want to deal with any potential copyright there. Oh, and let me turn off the mouse on the monitor. Okay. There we go. Okay, Ducklet. I should have switched to Ducklet rather than Lantern. In this case, do I switch back to Litwick? I think I don't shield this. That'll be Bubblebee, most likely. Which is actually just slightly unfortunate for me. Because it'll be best if I don't take too many attack drops here. I just misplayed this first match pretty badly. I should have switched to Ducklet. Oh, and they're using Bubble Beam. How lovely. And now they're gonna try to finish me off, because I'm annoying them. No, they're just using Bubble Beam again. Now, I will probably lose here, but that's fine. I misplayed at the start. Yep, misplayed at the start, but that's fine. Yeah, when it's Ducklet, I need to switch to Ducklet. Because Ducklet often tends to be the best Pokemon to face Ducklet on Ducklet teams. And of course, I shielded 2 Bubble Beams. But by that point, the match was already lost, so it's fine. Okay, Dunsparce. Okay, they Bubble Beamed. Now this could be Rock Slide, and I'd be more than happy to just survive it. In this case, I am more than happy to let Ducklet faint to Ducklet because it lets me swap into Lantern. And they were very foolish. They were saving up energy there. They definitely want to Brave Bird whatever comes in. So I think I swapped to Lantern and then to Litwick. Well, that's unfortunate. Their last Pokemon is a decent counter, but that actually gives me some... Though this is going to be Brave Bird, isn't it? Okay, is this going to be Aerial Ace again? If they don't have Brave Bird, I win. And that's lovely. Okay, so second match of the day is a win. Very good. Why did I not switch to Lantern? Jeez. Okay, I have enough energy. If I had Brave Bird, I could be using it now. So they're going to be more tempted to shield there. Okay, that works out well for me. Graveler is one of the hardest Pokemon for me to beat, but only... But I actually have Lantern just for the Graveler. And they forfeited. They forfeited. That's lovely. And that was it was so important to shield on Ducklet there, and then get the Ducklet versus whatever came in, because it gave me a huge switch advantage. But because I have gotten 100 wins in a row, it's now time to collect. I'll even throw on a Lucky Egg, because I just need to use them up. And what I need to collect is this. Lots and lots of Stardust to fund future investments for PvP. And because of showcases, I now have so many star pieces that I definitely need to use them whenever I collect. One charge TM. That will be very useful. Okay. So that's my 200th win this season. I have a feeling that this Catch 5 Darumaka quest is not going to be completed. To be honest, I probably should have just saved that for... I think Saturday is the community day, where it'll be 3 times Stardust. Because I have the star piece on, I'm going to catch all the Pokemon outside. And because I currently have no one watching, had one for a second. The Pokemon Go streams, they actually do fairly well on Rumble. I think I've gotten up to 10 people, which is more than I ever did streaming on Twitch, so... I'll grow eventually. Do one thing. Burmy or the Steel Wormadon can be quite useful. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm up to 100,000 Stardust after basically spending it all earlier this week. I was down to under 10,000 Stardust when I got Litwicket's charge move, which was very expensive for me. Okay, against another Litwick. I actually switched to my own Litwick. Because that is the best scenario for me. Now, is this going to be Brave Bird? There's a good chance it is, actually. Okay, block the Brave Bird. Very happy with that. Now, I actually have a decent matchup against the Alolan Sandshrew. Don't shield against the Alolan Sandshrew, I just don't think it's worth it here. And a second Bubble Beam for good measure. And I actually do shield here. Struggle? What? This guy's going for Brave Bird again. Because they want to knock out the Litwick. That's interesting. Why would they particularly want to knock out Litwick that much? Okay, Vigoroth. I am more than happy to see Vigoroth. Now, is this going to be Body Slam? Probably. Fortunate that I didn't get another... Now, if this is Dig or Bulldoze, I'll be surprised, but not terribly. Yeah, Rock Slide made sense. To be honest, better than Rock Slide, they should have just tried to use Body Slam twice. And that's why you switch to Ducklet when facing Ducklet. Played that really well, guessing the Brave Bird. Carbink is nice. I'm actually going to Mega Evolve because this Pokemon is only obtainable this way. Alright, when I'm using the computer, I have to... Okay, and Carbink is Rock Fairy type, I think. So I'm gonna evolve my Aerodactyl. So I can catch it and get the chance of the XL candy. Carbink is apparently a somewhat broken Pokemon. Oh, and let me catch what's outside. I still have a Star Piece on. And when I'm catching stuff outside, it allows me to relax a little. Ooh, tiny Slowpoke. Not that that's particularly relevant. I've been denied by a little bug. 2 Pokeballs gone. Lovely, lovely Stardust, though. And now to catch the Carbink. Yeah, nothing special, but probably worth trading away. In fact, definitely worth trading away, because currently the trades will give 1 guaranteed XL candy for a trade. Oh, this is really bad for me. Lantern is pretty much a hard counter to my entire team. They should have shielded that. They should have shielded that. That was very foolish of them not to shield that. This team is really good against mine, so I am probably not going to win here. I don't see myself pulling off a win unless they fail to shield the stuff they should be shielding. Like, they should have shielded that. There was little reason for them not to shield that. And this is going to be Surf. Okay. Do I just try to do it with Litwick? No, that actually worked out well for me. This is probably gonna be Crunch. I don't know if it will be enough. They're gonna have to use a second Crunch to knock me out. Maybe this... No, the Lantern will have enough energy. Lantern has enough energy to use Surf right now. And I can't even knock out the Leo before it uses another charge move. Yep. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, they just click Surf. That was pretty close, though. If they had actually used Surf, I was trying to bait them into using Surf against the Ducklet. And swapping when I guessed they would, but that failed. But if it worked, I would have won there. It's just unfortunate when that happens. You can never guess if someone's going to fire off a move when they're saving energy. Sometimes you guess right and it turns the match entirely in your favor. Always a great play when someone does that. Okay, Lantern. That's unfortunate. I don't think I've ever won against a Alolan Geodude or a Alolan Graveler lead. I think it's just an automatic loss for my team, but I'm willing to accept it because it's not, like, omnipresent. Because I'm going to face it, like, once in 20 times, I think. Yeah. Just can't beat it. Unless they stayed in on the lantern. But they have no reason to stay in on the lantern. Oh, and they have another grass Pokemon. So my team would have done very well. Clicking on Bubble Beam here is sort of a misclick, but I know I can't win against the Geodude. So, if I had been able to position Litwick, so maybe if I had actually switched to Ducklet and let Ducklet get sacked there, I possibly could have won there. So, against the Alolan Geodude, I think I'll try switching to Ducklet instead of Lantern. Because maybe Litwick will be able to pull something off. This is a somewhat bad matchup for them. So I'm sort of surprised why they're staying in. So they're using their own Litwick, that's fine. It would be wise of them to shield here. Okay, Vigoroth. That's going to be Body Slam, but it's worth using because it's going to be the first one. And I can just Bubble Beam here. Lower the damage of sequential ones. Now, last Pokemon being Litwick and me having 2 water types is pretty good for me. This is going to be Body Slam again. I don't see the energy for Rock Slide. And Bubble Beam will knock out just as well. And actually, it's worth shielding here. There's pretty much nothing they can do. And they don't even use their last shield because they know they can't win. Very good. This becomes a much easier match for me. Okay, farm some energy against a Litwick. Don't even need to shield here. That is a Shadow Litwick, actually, so maybe I should have shielded. Okay, so what will they send out next? I should have clicked surf just because I could have gone knocked out before then. Okay. And in this case... the Alolan Geodude is pretty hard for me to beat, but I have 2 shield in the scenario. And Bubble Beam. So all I need to do is get 1 more Bubble Beam off and I can win. Has to be an Alolan Shadow one though, so it's gonna be close. But of course, because it's Shadow, it takes more damage. So that actually does help me. So that worked out well. It was somewhat close. Actually, no, that was pretty one-sided on my side. Okay, we're gonna try the new strategy when facing an Alolan Geodude lead. Just bubble beaming it. Oh, and they had a lantern, so there is no way for me to beat a team of double electrics. It's just not going to happen. So, like, so far I have a 100% loss ratio against a Alolan Geodude or Graveler lead with this team. But this team is even harder than normal because of the Lantern. And my Lantern is one with Water Gun instead of Charge Beam. So I just literally do not have a good answer for this guy. Actually, Thunderbolt will knock it out. Unfortunately... now, Litlewit cannot beat the Geodude. I'll be like at 5 HP. Yeah. Even if I could get to Mystic Fire, the next Pokemon would definitely knock me out. So that team was a very hard counter for my team. For every easy win I get from, like, a Grass Pokemon being in the start, I get a hard loss to a Alolan Geodude. Case in point. Okay, what are you going to? So I will go to Lantern. Okay, this is possibly Earthquake. No Icicle Spear? That's fine then. I'd actually prefer them to shield this too. But they didn't. But that's the best move for them not to shield. Because then Ivysaur will knock out Lantern, Litwick will knock out Ivysaur. I need to use Mystic Fire on the Geodude. And switch to Ducklet. I need to hit this Geodude. And that's unfortunate. They had the Ivysaur left. Well, team's weak to Alolan Geodude. Apparently now everyone has it. Sheesh. No, that two of the sets had three of the sets had Alolan Geodude. In that set of 5. And I think none in the 5 before that did. Okay, this is good for me. Okay, against no Litwick, farm some energy, then let Lantern have its day. Lantern, of course, will get revenge KO'd by the Oddish. I should be able to Thunderbolt before that happens. They probably should have shielded with that too. No, not again! Another Geodude! Why is it always Geodude? Come on! Why did it not let me use that? That's a forfeit. I think my hand was barely touching the edge of the screen. So sometimes I do have an issue where if I'm touching like right here, it won't register my other touches. Because I have big hands. Unfortunately. I don't know if I would have won that or not had the move been used. I just need to hold the phone slightly differently and maybe I won't have that problem. Chinchou. Yeah, the electric type lead really is hard for me to beat. It might actually be the case where I'm seeing so many Ducklet counters that I use something other than Ducklet. Okay. In this case, they'll send out the Chin Chow again. Yeah, if electro types are this bad for my team, I might actually need to switch out Ducklet. Because I'm not seeing many fire types on the enemy teams. If I'm not seeing that many fire types on the enemy teams, maybe I need to use my own grass type. Because Ducklet is very statistically strong in this league. But now I'm getting hard counted a little too hard to keep it on. And this guy didn't even need to use a single shield because he countered me so hard. So let's see. Now, what would be the best answer? Does, what is it called? Trico have Leaf Blade? I do not know. I could go Venus, or I could go Meganium or Venusaur too. I do have one small enough. I could also do Alolan Executor for the lols. I don't have a second move on it, but that should be fine regardless, because I'd only be using Seed Bomb. And it is a grass type that is not weak to fire, it's neutral. So that actually is a plus, though it is very fragile. I have not been seeing too many fairy types, but Litwick might be able to handle those. Okay, more than happy to see Vigoroth here. Okay, that's enough for a Rock Slide. What I'm going to want to do is get them down to that. Now they're very likely to just want to not shield. And that way I come out with a little extra energy. Okay. This is actually sort of interesting. Because they really should want a shield here. Oh, they're just saving all their energy then. Yeah, I actually think it's worth shielding here. And I will probably win unless the... well, let's see how well I face off against the Ducklet. Oh, I don't have Dragon Tail. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, I probably want to switch the Alolan Executor's moves to Dragon Tail. It does look like I will get to... Oh, they have Brave Bird. Okay. I was thinking that they would have Aerial Ace. That's unfortunate. Well, let me go to that Alolan Executor. And swap its moves a little. I don't want to give it a second charge move, because I don't think it will ever get to the point where it uses one. And I'm just playing with it for fun. I'm probably going to use a different grass type instead of it. But I want to see if it can actually at least make it to some degree. This Fuecoco is annoying me, and for some reason I can't hit a Great Throw on it tonight. That's just crazy. Why did it not hit? That doesn't matter too much. Oh, there's the Midnight Rocket. So I'll do this. I'll give Executor a few more tries to see if it works for the team. I wish the Pokemon had better sounds. They all seem just a little on the tad to be a bit annoying, especially the bubble popping. But it also helps you because you can tell a water move from a grass move and that sort of thing by the sound. So I have to keep them on, but I sort of find the sounds annoying. Oh, and my Lugia has decided to stop moving for a bit. So the problem here, of course, is I get matches where I just crush because of the rock, paper, scissors on the lead matchup. And then I lose in similar rock, paper, scissors, and I don't know if I'm winning or losing more at this point. I think it makes the most sense to try to use Mystic Fire twice in the last Pokemon. Okay, Vigoroth. That is going to be Body Slam. I actually do need the Litwick. It's unfortunate that the Vigoroth, it was actually a tie there. Vigoroth does have more attack than Litwick, so it's not really surprising that it won. Okay, let's see how much Body Slam does to Executor. Executor should be a bit of a glass cannon in this mode. Well, that actually worked out. It actually did fairly well against the Vigoroth because of the 2 attack drops. A bit of a silly Pokemon for him to lose to, though. I can actually look up the ranking of Executor, because I am fairly certain it's not very highly ranked in this mode. Any of the Charm Pokemon will utterly destroy it. Okay, winning the lead matchup, that's nice. No! I don't like you, Geodude! I am completely willing to lose Executor for the Alolan Geodude. Okay, what's the last? No! Why? They have an Alolan Geodude and an Alolan Graveler? Fortunately, my team is now designed around the basis that I hate facing those guys, so now I have a Grass type and a Water type just to deal with them. Oh boy. I think my team has a suitable amount of Alolan Geodude and Alolan Graveler hate in it now. I am very happy with the amount of hate for those Pokemon I've included in this team. Though Executor might get swapped for another Grass type. Executor has actually done pretty well in the last 2 matches. Okay. Ah, and they have the perfect answer to me. And I couldn't even use the Seed Bomb. That's unfortunate. It will really depend on whether or not Lantern can beat this guy. Or beat the last Pokemon. Okay. And actually against another Grass type, 2 grasses and a Alolan Geodude. And of course he had to have caught me. That annoys me. Really? I actually get a decent amount of damage on the Litwick with a Seed Bomb here. And that's not good for him. In this case, I saved my last shield. Another Geodude! Who could have predicted this? Go ahead, Graveler and a Geodude. Unfortunately, I win. Whew. Why am I now facing teams with, like, Alolan Geodude and then 2 grass types and then a team with Alolan Geodude and Alolan Graveler? I faced 2 teams with that. Crazy. I haven't seen a single Ducklet in a while, actually, now. And Ducklet would actually beat Executor. My team is actually now quite weak to Ducklet. But I haven't been seeing Ducklet because everyone is trying to counter it so hard. Okay, Double. I am more than happy to face that with Litwick. In this case, I think... Can it use Dig by now? I sort of think it can't. Oh, we can use Wild Charge, though. I think I don't shield anything against the Ducklet because of Bubble Beam. This guy is very likely to shield that. Now, I was expecting Aerial Ace on the Ducklet, so... Oh, and unfortunate. That didn't work out. An Executor just barely lost to Leo, and I had one shield left, too. That's unfortunate. Now, I made some mistakes in that match. I probably should have guessed Brave Bird or shielded there. Because, of course, dying with one shield means I obviously made a pretty big mistake there. Okay, Gligar. Gligar I have not seen in a while, so my team probably not. Oh, they stayed in against that for so long. It's been unfortunate that I lose Lantern here. Especially when I don't have a particularly good answer to the Gligar. I think because Chikorita has Body Slam, I don't shield here. I think there is definitely some sort of issue going on. Because I am constantly seeing reports of the move Struggle. And Struggle should not be a move in Pokemon Go. So I think that for some reason... it's like, for some reason, some assets failed to get downloaded or something. That's unfortunate. I did better that match than expected because Lantern had Water Gun and he did not expect it, and he took a bit to switch out before he figured it out. Oh, Pikachu! What do I owe the honor? Do I shield here? I think I saw a shield here, yeah. Okay, they have a Litwick themselves. And their Litwick has more attack than mine. But mine has the attack boost, but that doesn't factor. That is incredibly unfortunate because it means I have to use a shield and they don't. I have to lose my charge bonus. What? A Marowak? Let's see. I think what I do is... Executor. Executor takes a shadow move or a ghost move. using up all of the energy on that guy. Then Pikachu comes in, and Pikachu can't finish me in time. But Pikachu has Thunder Punch, and I just finish it down with Water Gun. And because they didn't use any shields, they lose. The only charge moves I did was with Litwick that match. Sheesh. The rock, paper, scissors nature is really bothering me. Of course, I'm using Executor. I know I have better grass type. And don't shield anything from Chinchou. Ducklet. Ducklet will have to shield. That was foolish of them. Do I expect Brave Bird here? Kinda. I kinda do, because they'd probably want to... Yeah, I think I expect Brave Bird here. Yeah. Because they were testing the water there. That they would probably use Bubble Beam here, but it's sort of a waste because it'd be much better for them to. It would be much better for them to try and knock me out. Because them taking even one hit from a Fire Fast move was pretty devastating. And now they have to use up all their energy on the Litwick. Now they did get the very lucky attack boost, but they would not have enough energy to fire off another, was it Shadow Claw? So Executor actually did decent in that match. Mostly because it got off to seed bombs. And they very foolishly kept the Chinchou in to try and Bubble Beam the Executor to reduce its attack. Okay, rock, paper, scissors, and I chose rock and they chose scissors. Oh, and they have made a terrible choice. Though their last Pokemon is very, very good against me. So I might still lose. Oh! That was close. That was close. That was extremely close. They were like one Razor Leaf away. They were one Razor Leaf away from knocking me out. Okay, Cottony. So against the Shadow Alolan Geodude, Executor seems to actually win and be able to fire off a charge move. Against the normal Alolan Geodude, Executor does a little bit worse actually against. And they use both of their shields, so this should be just a one-hit KO. Oh, another card bank. That's very nice. I have not gotten a single legendary from the rewards this season in over 200 wins, but I have gotten a shiny. A shiny mirror, which I got last stream. Oh. I'm just gonna catch that. It doesn't have a good enough chance of getting XL Candy, so I don't feel like switching to a Steel type Mega 3. Did it just break out of that? Inconceivable. What the heck? And that one wasn't even an excellent throw. Oh, I actually got an XL from that. Surprised. That one won't be any good for World Cup. Well, doing a lot better in this set. Okay, Cottony. I am perfectly fine against a Vigoroth. Actually, I will use Oh, they baited me, but that's fine. Okay, what Pokemon do they have next? Oh, they just forfeit. They probably had two grass types. They probably had two grass types, I think. Now that's the first tour in 5 tonight. It might even be 5 and 5. Really hard to get 5 and 5 at this ranking. Okay, Litwick. Okay, so apparently they win the tie. Which is unfortunate, because now they might not even shield. Oh, did get the seed bomb off, so that's nice. Do I shield this? I think I do. What's the last Pokemon? Vigoroth? Very nice. 5 and 5. That will actually probably increase my ranking a lot more than normal. And not that much. I am probably getting close to the highest I've ever been ranking-wise. Okay, Ducklet. Who do I use for this? Probably Executor. This is the first Ducklet I've seen in a while. I think I shield here? Yeah. Okay, who are they gonna switch to? Do I shield here to get off the Mystic Fire? I think I do, actually. Okay, so they need to shield this. Oh, that was close. Well, that's the first win streak in a long time. 6 wins in a row, I think, right? And realistically, I don't think there's much difference in the difficulty of the people I'm facing compared to actual legend ranks. Okay, Executor. Oh, and they have the perfect answer to Executor. Not everyone does. Do I shield here? I think I don't, actually. Now, they might have a second grass type. Or they might just have, like, 2 Alolan Geodudes. Yeah. Nope, they have a second grass type. That's unfortunate. I would have still lost to basically anything they did then. Yeah. Lotad? Well, this is sort of... Actually, I think I want to get the damage boost. You know, that's an interesting one. That's the first one I've seen, though. Oh, come on now. And it's best to let Litwick faint here. And they forfeit, so I'm guessing they had Geodude and Graveler on that team. They likely had Geodude and Graveler on that team. Very interesting to have the Lotad lead. That's the first one I've seen in Little Cup. Good typing for it, though, I'd say, with this league. I am okay with this. I might end up using all my shields here, but because I'm taking so little damage, It'll probably be very nice even against a resisted Pokemon, if that's what comes in next. Now, the Ducklet will shield this Surf. It probably has Brave Bird if it hasn't used Aerial Ace by now. Oh, it's not shielding. This is gonna be Bubble Beam. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Because Executor cannot beat that one. That's the only grass type Executor cannot beat. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for that to be the last Pokemon. Very unfortunate. So I should have switched out a Litwick on that one much earlier than I did. Vigoroth, more than happy to see Vigoroth. Because the Vigoroth players don't seem to realize that this is a really bad matchup for them. Okay, that's enough for a Rock Slide. Okay, Ducklet. I'm making this Thunderbolt a little too easy and obvious. I probably should have used Surf here. Like, if it's Bubble Beam, it's still not gonna even KO here. Ah, no. That's very unfortunate. Actually, not really. They have to shield here. Am I losing this because of that? Unfortunate. Was one hit away from knocking out the Vigoroth. them having ice in the back. Well, I think it's now time to replace Executor. I could try Pharaoh Seed. That'd be interesting. Of course, Pharaoh Seed does have its own problems. I haven't gotten a second move on Pharaoh Seed either. And Pharaoh Seed has Metal Claw for its fast move, which is not a particularly good one. And Pharaoh Seed trades the double ice weakness for a double fire weakness. So I might get my comeuppance really quickly because of that. Okay, not good. Well, I knew they weren't going to shield that, so... Okay. I shield this. I'm going to save a Mystic Fire for the Stunfisk. I'm expecting this team to have 2 grass types. Ah! No, they have a Litwick. Yeah, that's a hard counter. That's the first time I've seen a Stunfisk. So now I'm fighting harder things that I'm not used to, so I'm going to lose all the rank I spent all night gaining, most likely. Okay, more than happy to save Vigoroth. More than happy to see them switch, too. More than happy to not shield here, and save my shields for later. Okay, so what am I gonna see? Vigoroth again? That's fine. And fool of them to not shield that when they're already down a Pokemon. The double fire weakness is gonna be too much to progress with this. Now the question is, do they have Bone Claw or do they not? Yeah, they do. I might not have been paying attention earlier, too. Probably should have used Mystic Fire twice, then. Is it gonna KO? Yeah, I think it is. Nope, Shadow Bone, yeah. Unfortunate. Now let's see, what can beat grass types and Chinchou? Actually, Gligar might. Shadow Gligar. Yeah, the double weakness to fire is just not gonna cut it. Of course, now I have another double weakness to ice with Gligar. And they have an ice type. Yeah, they haven't... Like, I don't think they'd have a grass type as their second, I don't think. Would they have a grass type as their second? That's unfortunate. Struggle? Why is it showing struggle? Now, unfortunately, I just won't be able to beat the Stunfisk. Because the Stunfisk will probably have Mud Bomb. Yeah, well, now there's sort of hope, but I can't take another Aerial Ace. Yeah, and I'd need Thunderbolt to knock it out. So Gligar is probably a no. Let me get a second move on that guy, because I can use him at least in other little cups where he'll be good. Actually, let's see. Where is it? Sheesh, that's so expensive. And let me check the best moves. Wing Attack, Aerial Ace, Dig. Apparently Shadow Gligar is considered worse. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna go with it for now. So Shadow Glider does not perform well against the Alolan Geodude. That's unfortunate. I was hoping it would perform better than that. And whoever this is, they forgot to TM their Badoo to be on Grass move. And hidden power is just really, really bad. They just completely forgot to TM their Badoo. And that's a shiny one too, wasn't it? I'm not entirely certain on that. I think they might also be lagging just a little. How am I facing them, actually? That looks like they did not even check their team before they entered. It's sort of very surprising to find that someone like that at this rank. So, Gligar did not have a good matchup against Geodude, which is sort of one of the criteria for that spot right there. And I just spent 90,000 Stardust on it. I'm not happy with it. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll actually try another grass type. And maybe that'll be decent. Okay, Cottony. Very happy. And because I know that's probably the only Pokemon I need to worry about here, I'm okay with losing Lantern here. And they are probably okay with not shielding the Surf. Because they can just bring in their grass type. Now the question is, are they gonna just save all their shields for their last Pokemon? Looks like they are. And Whimsicott did a lot better against the Alolan Geodude than I expected. Though it does have Charm. Maybe I want Razor Leaf on it. I'll decide that later. Probably Charm is better for the grass types. But there is a lot of Shadow Oddish around too. Okay, and there is the maximum battles for tonight. Little Cup matches go a lot faster, so I got all 5 sets of 5 done in 1 hour and 10 minutes. So let's see. I like to end each of these streams on a brag segment. But I have not gotten any hundos or any shinies new since the last one. So the only thing I can do is... let's see. No. The only thing I have that's sort of worth bragging about is I got a decent Swaddle that it's not really particularly good Pokemon for that. I did get a decent Ludicolo, though I already had one. And I did get a decent costume Hoot Hoot, which I might actually power up and use. I actually have the #1 spread for durability, but it doesn't have a costume, so I might use this one instead, because it would be cheaper. That other one I have is also like level 2, so it would be tremendously expensive. But I just wasted 90,000 Stardust on a little cup Liger and then was immediately unhappy with it. Well, anyways, with that done, excuse me, I will put on the thanks for watching screen because I can't do any more matches now. And I would like to thank you for watching. I am Swabcraft. This was Pokemon Go. And thank you for watching, and have a good night. I'm actually thinking of starting up a creative stream because this ended so quickly. And if I do that, I'll be back in about 10 to 20 minutes. And if I don't, I'll be back tomorrow sometime for a different stream. I won't be able to stream Pokemon Go until midnight tomorrow anyways.